Welcome back, Squatchers, everybody, to the Squatchers Lounge podcast. I have indeed survived the move to the undisclosed compound here in California, and I did not run to Mexico. So we are not running El Jefe Squatchers Lounge-o de the Lounge-o de Squatchero. Yeah, no, we're still right here in good old California, and we are going to be chasing Bigfoot all over again. Tonight, I have a special guest host with me tonight, special effects guru, Mr. Doug Hudson of KloneFX.com. That's KloneFX.com. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you, Jeff?
I am doing just fine. It sounds like they can hear it on the outbound of the audio, so we're in good shape tonight. We'll be able to get everything going. Got a brand new Quasi theory and a camping tips for stupid going out over the air tonight. No idea why you can't hear it, but that's not our problem. As long as the audience can, we are doing fine. Okay, tonight, folks, is part of the Halloween Spooktacular. That's right. We are doing Halloween all month here. That's right. And tonight we are doing Bigfoot costumes for 2018. That's right. Doug himself, if you look behind him there, why don't you tell us about your suit there? Now, that's not the actual suit, unfortunately, because it's out on assignment. It's,
yes.
But there's a nice cardboard cutout of pretty much what it looks like.
Yeah, it's in Florida right now doing a commercial shoot, but so I put up my full-size cardboard standee that I got of it that I have in my office for the backdrop.
One of the smartest things you could have done, because at least you still have a representation of it while it's out on loan for sure, or out on rent. How long did it take you to make that suit?
Well, it took a couple weeks to get the materials in, and then I took about 2 to 3 weeks to build it. So overall, just under a month.
Just under a month, and is that all hair? Is that all hand laid hair, or is it done in patches? Or
the bodysuit is NFT material ordered from them, and some of that's cut and transferred for the mask and punched and whatnot in the feet and the hands for the detail work. But it's all the same fur from NFT.
Which is what we decided was the that hoax video or that hoax picture from Melissa Hovey way back when. You remember that was the NFT medium werewolf hair or something?
Yeah, I think that's a production still behind the scenes picture.
Yeah, it was. It came out from Claude, the movie.
Yeah, from Claude.
The director finally came forward on that and said, "No, you don't own that. We do, and you pretty much should shut up about it." So that put an end to all that mess. But poor Phil, man, $12,000 in defending a case that shouldn't have never gone to court. Yeah, I think that's the first time I've actually mentioned the amount of money. But yeah, it cost that $12,000 to defend. What's any federal case? Like if you get hunting violations and you go to a federal court, you got to have a federal lawyer, and it's going to cost you 12 grand. I mean, trust me, I know somebody that just went through that. Anyhow, let's talk about some Bigfoot suit-olas for sure. Here I have
just in time for Halloween.
That's right, just in time to run out and order it on Amazon with Prime for Halloween. You're going to get a little preview of something else, but let's start here. That's right. Now, this is a new one. I hadn't seen this one before. Yeah, with the long beard. I almost look like this guy.
I've not seen this one before either.
No, it's Ginger Squatch. I like it, though. I do like the face, particularly. It's got a, it really is.
It's like a knockoff of the Jack Link Squatch.
Yes, it's very close to the Jack Link Squatch. I was going to say that the bodysuit is definitely fun for Joanne Fabrics type of stuff, but it's well done. I like it a lot. It's almost like an orangutan foot.
Yeah, the one thing about these costumes, especially whenever they're new, usually for the production stills and the advertising, it's the original one that's made by the company or the artist that developed
it. It never looks like that when you actually get it.
Yeah, so then after that, then they send it off to China to be mass produced, and it's never quite right. They either can't get that kind of hair in the quantities that they need. So, like the Horodome Squatch is a prime example. Whenever the first one was made, it's kind of different. That's the Freezer Squatch, otherwise known as
the Rick Dyer Freezer Squatch.
Yeah, the first one wasn't that bad, but then when you look at the ones you actually get, it looks nothing like that. But yeah, this
You
one's
know,
kind of interesting. I kind of like it because it's kind of a take on the jackling squatch.
yeah, I just wonder if whether it'll fit us portly fellows. That's always a problem. You know, one size fits most of my ass.
Well, for that price, you can buy two, right? And just just
Sew them together. Well, I
together.
could take it to a tailor and have them adjusted, I guess. But for $90, I don't know if we want to go that route. Now, this one came out a couple of years ago. I actually like this Bigfoot mask. You and I talked about this a couple of years ago. You know, it really is an interesting take on a Bigfoot face with the lower mouth, like it's supposed to be. Having the eyes line up that way, you know as well as I do, is a nightmare. Um, you know, but I dug this one. I guess you would be like an urban squatch though, because there's no real costume to go along with it. So you would just kind of like, you know, tuck it in a jacket and put on some sunglasses, maybe.
Yeah, kind of like the Teen Wolf version of Sasquatch.
Right, Teen Squatch. You know, we're gonna go to high school with the Sasquatch. Hey, that's copyright, Reverend Jeff, 2018. Let's get that one on the books. Now we've seen this one around for a while. The California costumes.
Yeah, and I actually have this one, and there again, it looks nothing like this. mine is more like a reddish brown fur because they probably couldn't
get the black
or
brown,
this really dark brown fur, so they changed the production line to a different color.
And you know, the mask hair doesn't even match the bodysuit hair like at all. Petite or regular? Yeah, okay, sure. That's gonna fit a fat guy. I mean, come on, guys. Let's get a little bit of help here for us portly fellows. We like to dress up for Halloween too. Um, now this one, I know it's a gorilla suit, but you know, with a couple of tweaks, it really could be a Bigfoot suit without too much. If you look at the feet themselves, they don't have the diverged toe.
Yeah.
So, you know, with a little bit of tweak in the mask itself, you could probably.
And it looks like it's got enough room to kind of pad out, and you could kind of actually
maybe put a little bit of a bodysuit under it. Yeah. Give it a little bit of muscle tone or something to it.
Yeah. The worst thing about the black fur, the faux black fur, is if any sunlight hits it, it just reeks that it's fake, though.
Yeah. You kind of have to run around in the dark with this one on night vision or something. Now, this one here. This one will probably fit a fat guy because it's just stretch foam over clothing.
Just need to add some like toe jam to it or something.
Oh yeah, I would have to
for Halloween.
Oh yeah, I'd have to put some friggin' fungus on the toenail. I mean, I would really have to like gnarl that thing up, make it look like an 80-year-old diabetic foot that hasn't been washed in 3 months. Yeah, way too clean for Halloween. They're calling this one the foot costume. Now you can get your little kids into it.
Oh, look at that.
You know, for $50, you can get into a medium-sized little gorilla suit. It does have the diverged toe on it, but you know, for the most part, it's pretty decently shaped.
Yeah, I mean, and there again, $50. You know, you couldn't go to Joann's Fabric and buy that fur to make that for $50.
No, not whatsoever. And then you'd have to mold the hands and the feet and the mask. You know, there's $100 worth of latex alone.
But does it come with the banana?
No, it does not. It comes with the jumpsuit, the mask, and the gloves. Let's see here. Now this one, is this sheep squatch?
This is a wampa from
Star Wars. Calling it a wampa from Star Wars. But
yeah, I've never seen this guy before. This is totally new.
Yeah. It's, you know, $250 isn't like the end of the world. It's probably a little bit better quality suit than some of the other things.
Yeah, the mask looks pretty cool.
Yeah. You think they smell bad on the outside? You know, that's what we'd have to do with this. We'd have to put like a lightsaber wound in its belly with its guts hanging out of it to walk around for that would be sick, actually. That'd be a pretty damn decent idea. You know, so with this kind of stuff, they're still working from a pattern, right? I mean, this is basically just like a clothing jumpsuit pattern that's being sewn together with these fun fur costumes and slip-on feet and hands.
Yeah, and there again, you know, it looks like they've added a little bit of padding or liner into this for the photo shoot. So obviously, when you get it, it's not going to be this
It's
nice.
just gonna drape on you like
Yeah, but
like
I mean, it's
like a sheet.
the basic structures there, the coding. So I mean, you could work with this. It's a cool costume.
Just go to Joann's and get some foam and pat it where you need to pat it so it's
Yeah.
shaped right for you.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
you can even pattern your own sheet foam, and then that way you kind of line it and tack it inside so it just sort of holds that shape, even whenever it's hanging. So you're not just like bulking them out with pillows or padding and relying on your body to hold the shape. But yeah, that's a cool new costume. I've never seen that one. And $250, hey, I might buy one.
it's definitely now. This is my favorite Chewbacca costume.
This is Matilda.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the Matilda the Bigfoot costume. Absolutely. If you don't know who Matilda the Bigfoot is, look up the Erickson Project
Yeah.
on YouTube, and you'll learn all about who Matilda the Bigfoot wasn't.
Oh, God.
Bigfoots have dark black wet noses like a dog, according to Matt Moneymaker. That was because he'd seen the videos of Matilda early.
Has Moneymaker ever seen an actual Bigfoot?
He has seen one, but he cannot describe what it looks like.
Yeah, this one looks funny because obviously, Chewbacca is really tall, and this person wearing this costume isn't that tall.
It looks like a little Chinese fella. Yeah. The hair hangs down over the feet on this one. You're gonna rip that out in about 10 minutes. At least this one comes with a bandolier. Most of them don't.
That would make a decent Bigfoot costume if it just didn't have those chunks of gray hair on it.
Right. Or if we took that Bigfoot mask and the other one and painted some of those hairs that gray color in them.
I guess
the head.
Maybe if you buy it, you just dye it a darker color, and then
do some dye work on it. But that's kind of the idea. Buying this stuff out of the package is one thing, but buying it out of the package and then making it your own is kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
These are a start line for something very cool down the road. And you don't have to worry about being, an artist to do your own work. Trust me, it's Halloween.
Yeah.
It's gonna look cool no matter what you do to it. Get out some spray paint, get out some dyes, and see how it comes out. What's the worst that happens?
That's the one costume I don't see a lot of during Halloween is Bigfoot. I think a lot of people have the idea that they want to be a Bigfoot, and then
they end up Chewbacca.
Scared. Yeah, they get scared. They look into it and it's like, oh, that's not what I want. And what's it going to take to make it what I want it to look like? And then they just kind of be something else.
Exactly. Now, here's another Chewbacca costume.
Oh, good.
Number one Chewbacca costume. Oh, it's number one. Oh, yeah, number one Chewbacca, number one. Look, Darth Vader, Chewbacca. No, it's a kid's Chewbacca costume. This is like the little gorilla one earlier, but it's Chewbacca.
Kind of looks like Chaka from Land of the Lost.
Yeah, Gingerbacca. Son of Chewbacca? I'm not sure, but whoa,
what is that?
I'm not really sure. I don't think it's supposed to be in here, but apparently there it is. Oh, that's what it is.
It's just a latex mask, and it's got like a little fur hoodie.
Yeah, it's got a fur.
And in that other picture, they're not wearing the latex.
No, they painted his face.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's creepy because it kind of looks like my dog.
Yeah. See, now you could get creative with this though, and use some prosthetics on the face.
Yeah, but being out in the woods like that kid's gonna get shot.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hey, let us take a break here. It is 20 minutes into the show, and let's go ahead and get the brand new Quasi from Mr. Dean Cooper out of the way for us here, and we will get back to the show in just a couple of moments. We've got a new Quasi and a new camping tips for stupids, so just stick with us, and we will be right back to the Halloween Spooktacular right here at the Squatchers Lounge podcast. Enjoy Mr. Dean Cooper's Quasi America. Okay, well, there we go, folks. Apparently, it is not functioning the way it is supposed to. So we're going to skip the Quasi and the camping tips this week, unfortunately, because, yeah, that sucks. But we can go out and do shout outs. So let's see who is hanging out there in the lounge, hanging out tonight live with us. I love my live listeners. So glad you guys came back to us. Oh my goodness. No, I can't say that name, not whatsoever, but somebody in the chat room really hates Matt Moneymaker. Let's just put it that way. James the Grower. How you doing, buddy? Glad you're back with us along with Ken. I get that over my mic every single time. Lance Windsor, there he is from the Canadian Great White North. Dude needs some squatching partners. Seriously, like if you've got balls of steel, this guy probably has squatches to go and investigate. You might want to find that guy on Facebook and see if you can't get together. Cheryl Willen, how you doing there? Glad you're with us. Aaron Duncan and the wife Mary, hello. Glad you were there. Natalie Smith, hope you're feeling well. Let's see here. Spike Jeff, well, it's going unpacking. As you can see, the compound is still not quite put together, but it's better than it was yesterday, and I have the rest of my life to finish it. All right, there's Mr. Forrest Cop. Dude, seriously, man, we're going to be setting the date as soon as I can get reservations for that campground in the Pi Valley. So I will let you guys know for sure exactly what dates those are going to be. Gone camping. Sorry, dude. I would love to play that new one. I don't listen to them because they always make me funny, make me laugh, or make you funny. So we'll get back to that next week. I don't know why it's not working, but we'll figure it out. There we have Mr. Rod Dupree. He's always in the place to be. And Mr. Dean Cooper's in the house. There, sorry, the Quasi theory didn't work. I don't know where it's really up with that. Brian Wonder, he's part of the Spike Jeff fan club. There you go. Well, good for you. Spike Jeff's got his own fan club within the Squatchers Lounge podcast fan club. Look at that. Can Squanch, hiya. So glad you're there. Wow. Dean Cooper anus. I don't know if that's really somebody that doesn't like Dean Cooper or whether that's his name is Cooper Anus. But God love you. Timothy McCune, hey, so glad you're with us as well. That's just strange stuff in the Squatchers Lounge podcast hangout tonight, man. That is very, very strange. Let's see. Red Hat. How you doing, Red Hat? I hope that's a Linux reference. Oh no, see, it says Red Rat, and I read that wrong every single time because I want it to be a Linux reference. It's not. It says Red Rat. Look at that. That's absolutely crazy. Christy, Monster Truck Gal. Hey, thanks for letting me know that you couldn't hear that. So we skipped it and moved on. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. Don Rife, there he is, man. Hey, we just move closer and closer together every time I move, but I'm not moving anymore. If you want to get closer to me, you got to move down this way just a little bit. But now that we know that we're only a couple hours apart, we'll definitely be doing something here in the near future. Dave Jackson, I hope you're feeling well, buddy. I really do. I hope you're doing well. Ken, no, Karen, Rob. Hi, Karen, Rob. Is that like a joint Facebook account? Like when I see a joint Facebook account that's like Billy and Michelle, I just wonder which one of them cheated. Because I mean, that's you can't have your own Facebook account. You cheated. One of you did. I mean, that's just the way that goes down. Aaron Duncan, we said hello there earlier. Matt Moneymaker, I can't even say that the rest of that name. Hello there, sir. I would probably change that before Moneymaker sues you, but hey, that's me. You do whatever the hell you do. You, I'll do me. It's all good. Hot diggity dog. Yes, sir. You're back. I'm back. We're all here. David Beaven, good evening to you, sir. I have lots of names that I don't recognize. I am glad you are here. That guy is all over it too, boy. Michael Bird, there he is. I'm here. You're there. Makes everything awesome. Obsidian Radio, they're back. Team Prime, do you think Chewbacca is a Bigfoot? No, I think Chewbacca is a dog. Pretty sure that's what Lucas actually said at one time.
You did.
Kathy Yarborough, hello, back at you. I still haven't seen Dean Cooper Anus here in a little bit, so I'm wondering if that was just somebody being a jackass or not, but it's still kind of funny. Let's see here. I'm getting down to the bottom, so if you haven't said hi, I don't know you're here. I can't say hi back to you. I know our girl Starshine is out there somewhere. She's probably working late tonight. So, yeah, there we go. Brown Dwarf, hello there. So glad you're with us. Oh, thanks for the donate, Christy. I appreciate that. All of that will go into donations for the Eldorado Bigfoot Watch. Captain Caveman. God, I used to love that cartoon. You remember that cartoon, Doug?
Oh heck yeah! I grew up on that stuff.
Dude, I would sit around. I was one of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. As soon as freaking Captain Caveman was on, I was like stuck to the freaking chair. There we go. But I didn't say Brown Dwarf. I'm going to say Brown Dwarf again. Hello there, sir. And Karen is your first name. Robinson is your last name. Well, there you go. Okay. Well, neither one of you cheated, but there you go. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, get it a chance here. If I haven't said hi to you, go ahead and put it in the chat box, and we will get back to it in just a little bit. All right, so let's get back to Bigfoot costumes and Chaka. I think that's where we left off, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's where we left off.
Yeah, left off with Chaka the Bigfoot suit here for the kiddies. I kind of dig this though, man. I mean, I'd almost buy this as like a sleeper for a sleeper hoodie for the kid, man. It's like, but yeah, don't send him out camping in it because I'm gonna shoot him. Like if we're staying at Pie Pie and your kid's running around in one of these, there's a good chance he gets a dart in the back or something. So I need some blood. So he's definitely going to be coming back to your camp bleeding. So just remember that. Don't send your kid out in the Chewbacca suit around the Pie Pie campground. Now, you remember Alf.
Totally remember Alf.
What was Alf's real name?
Gosh. Well, Alf stands for alien life form.
Yeah, but no, he has a real name. What was Alf's real name? If you were an Alf fan, you would remember that Gordon Chumley was his real name.
You're right.
And what was his favorite food?
Cats.
Alf's cat. That's right. Well, the reason I brought this one into it is, again, you can order this for $80. They even have 2XLs, man. 3XLs for $114. Fat man heaven, hell yeah. You can order this suit, change the feet, the hands, and the head, and then you got a Fat Man Bigfoot suit.
There you
go. So there are options out there that for us.
And it's made in the U.S.
Made in the USA. Plus size Alf costume. That's right. If you got a fat ass like me, you too can be Alf for Halloween. I tell you what, man, I've been losing weight though. I've lost about 35 pounds. And since I moved out here, I've started 3 10-minute walks a day. There is evidence out there from the doctors and people who are doing it that 3 10-minute walks a day is almost nearly perfect exercises if you can manage to get it in 5 out of 7 days. So we're going to find out. I figure by summertime, by this time next year, I should be down 80 pounds and be looking and feeling and moving a whole lot better. Another kid's gorilla costume. Almost as bad as the last one. This is Butchie Kid territory, I think.
Yeah.
They don't even have feet. It's just got he's wearing boots. But what actually caught me, and it's only $25. So I mean, what can you really ask for? I guess probably.
I wonder if the back is like totally open on that for that price.
I don't see any extra pictures, so it's quite possible. But then you have the King Kong costume, and I wanted to load this one up because I just actually kind of got an eyeball on it, and it's like, what the heck is a King Kong costume? Oh, so you're getting I have this shirt that I paid like $8 for, and you're getting a plastic face with some felt. Wear your own pants and boots, and now you're King Kong too. Wow, that's pretty rough. That's what's definitely going in the bad category. I would definitely say in the bad category. Now, this is cool, and for the price of it, it's not bad. I've actually seen them a little cheaper than that. If you look around on some of the places, you can get them cheaper than that. But what I have here is from that same company, and I was going to bring it up. I wanted to show this to Collier too. Let me kill the screen share here for just a minute. A few years back when I was in Tennessee, so I guess I've had them that long. I ordered these offline, you know, eBay or whatever the heck it was. And what they are what they call creature hands. And they're literally just, you know, they're black, long fingered, diverge kind of thumb, expandable spandex gloves with hair along the top of them.
So the fingers are the only latex part of it?
Yes.
Yes,
it's all a black spandex glove under the bottom of it.
So it's got tips on it, I see.
And it's got latex tips on it on the actual, and you know, there's actually, it goes back a couple of knuckles. Like this is flat in the end of it. Yeah, so you know,
you got finger extensions.
Right, exactly. You know, and when you get these on, you know, they're really, they don't give you that bad of a present. I think they were $8.
Yeah.
I was like, how the heck can they even make these for $8? Oh yeah, 20-cent labor by little Chinese girls, like everything else. But, I mean, the hair doesn't fall out of them. I mean, and it's the same company that makes that chimp mask, makes these gloves, and they make them in black and brown. I mean, you really could. They make a shirt. They make a hairy shirt that comes down as far as the hair is on these.
Oh, so it's like in the shirt, huh?
So I don't have the shirt. I wasn't. They didn't make it in a 3X back then, and I was quite portly. So, you know, it didn't actually. I didn't order it because it didn't fit. But I didn't think about it being spandex, and you kind of want it to be tight.
Yeah.
So it would have been a fat chimp, but it would have at least been a chimp. And we've all seen fat chimps. It's all good. They do make a set of pants as well that go down to the feet. That are kind of hairy, yeah. So you could piece together, you know, a decent, you know, Halloween party quality, you know, kit together for probably $100 from that same type of thing. But all of their friggin' masks suck. I mean, that's the problem with this. They all look like that one we were just looking at here. Let me bring that back up. All of their masks are just. They're this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's just, you know, these are also done by them.
Oh, look at that baboon mask. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a infected chimp. The baboon mask. Well, wait, where is his eyes? Are his eyes behind here? That's weird.
Yeah, I think your eyes look through the little slits down by the nose there.
Down by the nose here?
Like by the corner of the eye and nose, and then it's got eyes above.
Huh. Yeah, that's just freaky. You know, I wish they would have come up with a little bit. I mean, these are cool, but they're still kind of. I guess if you're just running around in the dark trying to creep people out for Halloween, this wouldn't be so bad. All right. And we're moving right along here now. This one.
This is a new one. I've never seen this one.
Yeah, it's again the Alf. It's like the same Alf suit with different feet, hands, and a mask, like I was talking about.
Yeah, but it's, you know, like your traditional Sasquatch.
Right. I mean, it's, you know, ginger squatch. 42 to 44, 40-inch chest, the waist only up to 38 inches. So no fat guy sizes, but you know, whatever. Not everybody's fat. I understand it. And then you've got now this snow beast is different than this snow beast.
Yeah, I've seen that other one you're pointing at.
Yeah, I was going to load up here in just a minute. I like this one like a whole lot better than I like this one. Even though this one has better feet, this one is far, again, you know, you've got enough room to do some padding in it, maybe make a little bit of muscle structure to it.
This one looks like it's got some sort of built-in shoulder padding too to get rid of
one size, which means, you know, it'll go up to like size skinny ass. And then there's the white gorilla. But this one here, I just don't understand the blue.
Yeah.
The blue kind of really throws me off. Here's the white gorilla.
White gorilla.
I guess again, if you wanted to, redo the latex mask, you probably could, and just reuse the head, the fur head. Wouldn't be that tough of a redo, I guess.
I don't see why anybody would even produce something like that. It seems like there wouldn't be that big of a market for it,
especially at the price. Originally $269, now they're $96.
Yeah, a white chimp.
How the hell do you make a friggin' I don't know. That's just, how do you make it for that and sell it for that at least a 30% markup? And if they can do it for $96 now, who the hell are they screwing for $269.99?
I don't think they got many people to buy it at the $269.99.
Yeah,
that's why we're at $96 now.
Blueface, the blue squatch, the blue abominable snowman, snow beast monster guy. And for all of you people out there, finally a dog man costume, and I like it.
Deluxe werewolf.
It's got padding in the front to give it a dog, and padding in the back to make.
This one says rent though. You can rent this one for $95.
Or you could buy it.
Or you buy it for $190.
Right. Standard size, whatever that can be. But this isn't bad. I mean, really, this is really kind of the first dog man. I wouldn't even call this a werewolf. I mean, I would almost, well, no, I guess this is a werewolf because dogman would have human feet.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really have a lot of fur on it, though. Huh? It's just kind of
it's kind of like a felt suit with like fur patches.
Fur patches there.
This is probably a cape over the mask. The mask probably has this cape on it. Yeah, well, you can see there where the blend comes down to the chest. That's in the suit because there's your line going right up the middle of the suit. Yeah. So all of that is built into the suit, and then you've got the fur mask that goes on top. But even the mask isn't bad. I mean, really, in the grand scheme of things, for a $200 suit, I kind of like it. I like the way they did. They bothered to make the dog legs look right.
Yeah, how they padded it out so it kind of makes, at the right angle, it makes it look like it's a dog's rear hind legs.
Yeah, I mean, there's never in the history of the universe ever been a bipedal dog, but hey, it's Halloween. Yeah, this is definitely going to be somebody skinny. You can actually tell by the size of the cut of this, and with them being made in China, they're going to be even smaller than that. Oh, I don't know what American size look like. I guess. How big is 3X? I don't know. This big? Well, there you have it, folks. 40 minutes of the finest Halloween costume shopping in the Halloween Spooktacular right here in the Squatchers Lounge podcast with who better to have with us than Mr. Doug Hudson of the KloneFX.com. KLONEFX.com. I've been harassing you for years over that. You would think that, you'd have thought better of it when you made that address. It's like, man, you literally have to spell it out because otherwise
nobody gets it.
Everybody will use the C and it won't go to your website and they'll never get there. So you have the Bigfoot suit that you rent out. And, one of the reasons, we wanted to talk about it tonight is, this is not $100 rental. What we just looked at was $100 rental. A costume suit you can rent out for $100, and that's one thing. But what does it actually take to rent a film quality suit out to somebody?
Well, generally, we only rent them where we don't, for the most part, we send somebody that travels with the suit because it takes somebody to know how to put somebody in and out of it and care for it so they don't destroy it. Production companies, they have to have insurance, obviously. So generally, we don't just rent it to anybody unless it's a
right
company.
Well, you want $1 million. You'd want $1 million liability insurance policy before you ever rent it out, and that's only $45 a month. People don't think that's a gazillion thing. I just recently looked into it. $1 million liability insurance on you. Just whatever the hell you do. If you mess it up, you're covered. Costs like $45 a month. If you don't have one, go get one.
Yeah, general insurance will cover their costuming, camera equipment, everything. up to $1 million. So you're pretty much covered no matter
If
what.
you're having a birthday party at your house and you're inviting a bunch of neighbors, spend the $50 and get the insurance policy for the neighbor, because they will sell it to you for a single day event for like 50 to 60 bucks, and it is so worth it. Because if little Jimmy goes flying off the trampoline and loses an eyeball, you're covered up to $1 million. And we all know that little Jimmy's a bastard. He's gonna try and fly off the trampoline and lose an eyeball. So. You know, I used to think that stuff would be atrociously expensive, you know, to the point that you can't afford it, but it's just not.
It's just finding the right agent that offers it, and that's the big misconception. Is it's just not available through any agent.
You can't get it from Progressive. That's right. You gotta track it down a little bit, but it is out there. Like I was looking into an event here at a park, and the park requires $1 million insurance policy, and I was like, really? You won't rent me a baseball field unless I have $1 million policy? Then I looked how much they were, what it cost to carry it, and I was like, oh, well, that's $50. Okay,
yeah,
no big deal. Anyhow, yeah, you know, so we're talking what, about a $5,000 deal by the time you travel with it and pay.
Yeah, the average cost is about $5,000 to $6,000 for like a day or 2-day shoot. By the time you travel with it and somebody travels with it, that doesn't include what you got to pay the performer to be inside of it. A lot of times, because we travel to Canada or wherever, they'll get local performers there, so they don't have to
blame Canada. Hey, when can we do the Cuba Squatch? We need to get somebody to film a movie in Cuba. So we can go down and hang out on the beach in Cuba and film a Bigfoot movie on Cuba. There's got to be a Cuba Squatch, right? Or maybe it's a little foot because it's an island. I don't know, like the little squatchy people, or like the little people of the Hobbit people. That's what I'm thinking of. The little suckers. Anyhow, yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up this edition. I wanna say happy Halloween to everybody out there for sure. Thank you for joining us tonight, Doug. What's the name of your website?
KloneFX.com with a K.
With a K. That's right. KloneFX.com. You can check out.
If you're on Facebook and you just want to see the Bigfoot costume in all of its various forms with prosthetics and whatnot, look under Realistic Bigfoot Costume.
Realistic Bigfoot Costume. And don't forget about zombie gnomes. Are you still doing the zombie gnomes?
I haven't done the zombie gnomes in a few years. I even I lapsed the website. I still have the domain. I just got sick of making damn gnomes all the time.
Yeah, but that's, you know, well, if you bought any of Doug's zombie gnomes, they're now collector's editions because there's no more gonna be made. That is sad. I love the zombie gnomes. They were one of my favorite things that you did. All right, guys, let's get this wrapped up for the evening. Let's check back and make sure we didn't miss any newcomers to the lounge over there. No, it appears that everybody, hello there, and glad we didn't miss anyone through the show. So we will see you guys next week right here, same time, same Squatchy channel. That's right, of the Squatchers Lounge podcast. Thanks for joining us, Doug, tonight. I appreciate you being here, sir, and we will see everybody next week. Bye-bye. Take care, and may the Squatch be with you.